From Nashville, Tennessee, it's Country Music Time, brought to you by your local Air Force recruiter and this radio station. Now here's the star of this week's show, Hank Williams Jr.
The preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry. Interest is up and the stock market's down, and you're only getting mugged if you go downtown. I live back in the woods, you see, my woman and the kids and the dogs and me. I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from dusk till dawn. Make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. Ain't too many things these old boys can't do. Grow good old tomatoes and homemade wine, and country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Because you can't starve us out and you can't make us run. Those William old boys raised on shotgun. We say grace and we say ma'am. If you ain't into that, we don't give a damn. Came from the West Virginia coal mines and the Rocky Mountains and the western skies. And we can skin a buck, we can run a trot line, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. I had a good friend in New York City. He never called me by my name, just Hillbilly. My grandpa taught me how to live off the land, and his taught him to be a businessman. He used to send me pictures of the Broadway nights, and I'd send him some homemade wine. But he was killed by a man with a switchblade knife. For $43, my friend lost his life. I'd love to spit some beach nut in that dude's eyes and shoot him with my old 45, 'cause a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. 'Cause you can't stop us out. North California and South Alabama and little towns all around this land. And we can skin a buck and run a trot line, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Country boy can survive. Country folks can survive.
Bo Cephas.
Yay!
I'm telling you, you look wide awake and chipper here today. It's nice having you on the show. You hadn't been here to do a show with us, I guess, in about a year and a half, maybe. Had a lot of good hits out since then, and that song, of course, we opened with, Country Boy Can Survive, and I still think that's just one of the best songs.
That's our national anthem.
There's a
lot of them listening out there right now that can survive.
Well, one of the best songs you've ever done, I think. Of course, I like just about everything, and especially since you went from the traditional country.
Sure.
Okay, if we can say that.
To
into-
Bocephus
That's
music.
right, into Bocephus music.
Right.
I have to admit, and I'm ashamed to, but I've just never had an opportunity. I've never seen your stage show. One of these days hopefully I'm going to be able to, because you're going to be in the area of somewhere that I am.
Well, we've done a lot of those too.
And I want to see that, but I read something in an article about you that I didn't know, and said that you played during a stage show that you played about 10 different instruments.
About 6 or 7 different ones.
Wow. And you, somewhere along the line, I read out in San Antonio that they've opened a club somewhere in the Tennessee area here, using your name.
Yeah, some friends of mine up at Paris, Tennessee, my old hunting and fishing buddies at Hank's Club up there. So now when people go up, Kentucky Lake's real famous for crappie fishing, sauger bass fishing. They fish now. They got a place to go honky-tonkin'.
And someone wrote a book about you.
Yeah, me and Michael Bain got together, and that was about 79, and that book's now a TV movie called Living Proof, NBC and Richard Thomas, and all them good things.
Why didn't you play yourself?
I didn't want to go through all that again.
It was bad enough the first time.
Oh, yeah. You can only fall so far, off one mountain. I don't want to fall again.
Well, I don't know. I figured you must have guts, because you fell down one mountain and you still go right back out there hunting and climbing around like before.
Yeah, it's fun.
We're going to play another song now, and it's a big hit for you. How'd you come about Honky Tonkin'?
Well, that's Daddy's old song from about 47 or 48. He wrote it. And, we did it, changed it up and did it our way, and rocked it and cooked it a little bit. And we was really surprised that it was going to be a single off of that High Notes album.
Not many songs you do over the last few years that you don't write yourself either.
No.
Most of the stuff you've done.
It's kind of strange now for one to be one that I don't write. And that I've got, thank goodness, another pile ready to go now.
Okay.
But here's one when I don't have that ain't bad. Just call on the old man, Honky Tonkin'.
When you are sad and lonely and have no place to go, come and see me, baby, and bring along some dough. And we'll go honky tonkin', honky tonkin'. We'll go honky tonkin', honky tonkin'. We'll go honky tonkin' around this town. If you and your baby have a little falling out, call me up, sweet mama, and we'll go stepping out, and we'll go honky tonkin', honey, baby. We'll go honky tonkin', sugar, sugar. We'll go honky tonkin' around this town. Well, I'm going into the city. I'm gonna breathe that city air. If you go to the city, I'll be jukebox jumping there, and we'll go honky tonkin', hey, good looking. We'll go honky tonkin', what you got cooking? We'll go honky tonkin' around this town. If you are sad and lonely and have no place to go, call me up, sweet mama, and bring it along some dough. We'll go honky tonkin', hey, good looking. We'll go honky tonkin', what you got cooking? We'll go honky tonkin' round this town.
And now here is Air Force Sergeant Chuck Halsey with a few words about the United States Air Force.
Thank you, Hank. Friends, have you ever dreamed of flying in an Air Force jet? It's the thrill of a lifetime when you can take off and soar above the clouds. Right now, the Air Force is looking for college graduates who can qualify for flight training. If you're selected, you'll attend officer training school for 12 weeks. Then it's on to undergraduate pilot or navigator training, where you'll work with modern aircraft and equipment. The training is tough, but the effort is really worth it. You'll wear the silver wings of an Air Force flying officer and be part of one of the finest organizations in the free world. To be eligible, you must be a college graduate and less than 27 and a half years of age. Find out how you can get your future off the ground. Your local Air Force representative has all the details. Air Force, a great way of life.
All everybody just wants to go back home. I myself have seen my wilder days, and I have seen my name at the top of the page. But I need to find a friend just to run around. But nobody wants to get high on the town. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. And I think I know what my father meant when he sang about a lost highway. And old George Jones, I'm glad to see, is finally getting straight. And Waylon's staying home and loving Jesse more these days. And nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. And the hangovers hurt more than they used to. And cornbread and iced teas took the place of pills and 90 proof. And it seems like none of us do things quite like we used to do. And nobody wants to get high on the town. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. Yeah, I think I know what my father meant when he sang about a lost highway. And Johnny Cash don't act like he did back in '68. And Chris, he is a movie star and he's moved off to LA. And nobody wants to get drunk and get loud. And all my rowdy friends have settled down. Yeah, me and my rowdy friends done routed on down.
Me and all my rowdy friends have rowdied on down. Is that true?
Well, look at Johnny Cash.
Yeah. I wasn't worried
He's a
about
little
your
different than he was, when he weighed 160 pounds. He'd go duck hunting with a paddle in '66.
I wasn't thinking so much about them, Hank, as I was you. It doesn't look like you're quite routed out just yet.
Well, I mean, I'm not dead,
It's been fun having you on the show. It's a shame we can't get you back over here, that you're not in town more often to do more with you, because there are so many songs and you're missing for a couple or 3 years or so, and then when you get back all we can play is 3 and you've had about 10 out.
In between. Yeah, quite a gap in between there.
Well, best of luck to you in the future.
We'll see you.
Country Music Time was recorded live in Nashville, Tennessee, and was brought to you by your local Air Force recruiter and this radio station. Technical direction by Pete Franquette. Engineering by Jack Logan. This is Air Force Sergeant Chuck Fossey saying thanks again to Hank Williams, Jr., and reminding you to contact your local Air Force recruiter to get more details about Air Force experience. It could be your ticket to a great way of life.